Hello again, everybody. It's Brian, the Arizona Latender, and I am not coming to you from the shop today. No major work, but I do want to share with you a little bit about what this video is. If you have heard anything online or if you've seen any of the forums, yes, the Yamaha FJR is under a recall notice right now. I have both of mine here. The most common one everybody is hearing about is, of course, the transmission. Second gear has a recall for possible cracking issues with high-speed shifts. The other recall is actually a brake safety switch. They're having some issues with corrosion and stuff in that, so Yamaha is taking care of both of those under recall. One thing to know, I'm trailering my motorcycle out to the recall, and I will be sharing that journey with you here today, or on this video. It's not all going to be today, but I do want to share with you a couple of things. It mentions in the recall for the transmission especially to use a Yamaha certified service technician, and it took me forever to find one of those. I've been calling all my motorcycle shops. Even my dealers in the area are not certified service technicians. So upon some tips online with the FJR forums, I actually jumped onto the Yamaha website, and through some digging I was able to find how to find a certified tech, and I wanted to share that with you. Let me share that. Let me switch the camera over. I'm going to go to the video and I will share you exactly how to find where your local certified tech is. Okay, I apologize for the crudeness of this. I don't know all the technology for how to do capturing and stuff, but this is the Yamaha website. I'm sure you're familiar with it if you're watching my videos. But if you click on motorcycle right here, it takes you to the street and motorcycle page. Now what happens is in the top of the page here, in the lighter letters, you have find a dealer, okay? So we're going to click on Find a Dealer, and that takes you to our map. What I didn't realize before is on this little drop down of dealer type, you have ATVs, motorcycles, and then you have 3 options for power products. And I thought that was just going to be the side-by-sides and wave runners, stuff like that. But what I found out is if you go to this second one that says Power Products Service, and I don't know if you can see it. Let me kind of scoot the camera forward just a bit. You can see there it says Power Products Service, and then you'll put in your zip code. That will take you to a map with all of the certified Yamaha service technicians. Once you've done that and you've got your map, you will see the certified service technicians, and dealers that don't have any certified techs will not show on that map. So for my instance, in the St. Louis area, I could not find any dealers certified, or I should say with a certified service technician. We have certified sales technicians around here, but not service. Unfortunately for me, that means my nearest is 2 hours away. I'm actually going to be driving to the Lake of the Ozarks area with the motorcycle on the trailer. So with that, I'm going to go get the trailer from the rental company, and I'm going to get it all hooked up and stuff and take you along for the ride. But won't be a whole lot of audio, hopefully. I will show you some things about tying down that I've learned a lot from watching different videos. If you've never seen the videos from SRK Cycles or the guys with Beards and Bikes, Bikes and Beards, I think it might be. Anyway, I'll link both of those in the description. Great resources and great knowledge on how to tie down motorcycles. And I tried a new product, so we'll talk about those in just a minute. Okay? For you, it's going to be just a second while I get right back. For me, it'll be a few hours. I'll be back in a bit. We'll talk to you in a minute. All right, here we are in my garage, and yes, I'm bundled up, and yes, that's a little heater running on the floor because it's 15 degrees outside my house right now. That's another one of the reasons we're putting this thing on a trailer. So you can see the FJR is all bundled up for winter itself. Let's go ahead and get that unwrapped, and we will get it all squared away and ready for the trip. And just like that, the motorcycle's uncovered. What do you say we see if it'll start? It might need a little bit of warming first. Let's take a look. Looks good. All right, so the motorcycle's uncovered, and the good news is we know it still starts. Battery's not dead. That's okay, I didn't figure it would be. I've been starting it every month. But anyway, now we're gonna get ready for the trip. Because we are just going for warranty recall work, I'm gonna go ahead and strip everything off of the motorcycle that I don't need. So the saddlebags are gonna come off, all of my gear for inside the seat and all of that stuff, my flashlight, first aid kit, all of that will come out. Everything will come out of the glove box as well. and we're going to take a whole lot of good pictures of all the fasteners and everything else so that I know everything that's on the motorcycle and they know everything that's on the motorcycle as well, just in case, because it's going to be there a long time. I would hate for something to go missing. So that's my next step, to start with all the pictures, and I'll get back to that. I'll share some of those with you in a minute, but I got to get this thing packed up. So I'll be back with you in just a minute. All right, so I got everything stripped off the motorcycle. Both saddlebags are off. Everything from the underseat compartments and everything else is in those, and they're stored safely in the house. Now the reason I do that is when this is done, if the weather's good, I'm going to take the saddlebags, put them on the bike. I will have everything, my registration, all of that, so the bike will be legal, and I'm hopefully gonna ride it home, but that's weeks away from now. I've been told it'll take a while. I did want to cover with you, and if you have ever watched any motorcycle channels online, I recommend you check out Bikes and Beards or SRK Cycles. It's the same guy with 2 channels. Actually, he's got a third one, I think. I don't remember what it is, but Sean doesn't know me from Adam. He doesn't know anything about, probably doesn't even know I'm mentioning it, but I want to talk to you about something I've learned from his site and his videos that I'm going to try on my FJR for the first time this time. And when it comes to strapping the motorcycle, they recommend using an infinity strap. Now, I didn't know what that was. I know it's a type of ratchet strap, but I didn't know what it was. So I did some research, and talking to Sean and his guys through email. I don't even know who I talked to, but through email, they said it's a strap that is always attached to the buckle. So I bought a couple. Now, they recommend this brand right here, Tank Straps, okay? This is what they recommend, a nice soft ratchet strap so you can make a soft shackle for the motorcycle. Again, those guys don't know me from Adam, but I bought these off Amazon from their store at SRK Cycles, because if they're using them as much as they are, I want to see how well they work for myself. I have a few ratchet straps down in the shop. They are old, they are stiff, they are very, very hard to bend and not flexible, so I didn't want to put them on the bike. So I needed new straps anyway. I figured I'd try a set of these. So here's what an infinity strap is. If I unwind this and I let it go all the way to the end, try not to get it in the mud that's all over my floor because we've had snow, but you can see it is attached to the buckle. There is no detachment. There is no hooks, no anything. That's the end of the strap directly attached to the buckle. So what'll happen is I'll go through the motorcycle, and I'll show you how we're gonna do that, and back through the ratchet strap with a soft shackle, is what that will become, like this. And now there will be no hard attachment points. So even if you get the locking hooks or whatever, those obviously can bend and break, and those become a weak point of failure. This eliminates all your points of failure down to one thing, and that's this right here. A lot of people think the strap is your point of failure. It's actually not if it's hooked correctly. The buckle is your point of failure. The strap is rated over 10,000 pounds. The buckle is rated much less than that. I believe in these, well, actually it says the buckle is rated to 4,400. That's the brake string. The webbing is rated to 10,000. So the buckle is the weak point. If I can have only one weak point, no hooks or anything else, even better. So I'm gonna go pick up the trailer, and I will show you how we get this thing tied on here in just a second. Well, a couple hours for me. I'll be right back. All right, so the motorcycle's loaded. It was a little rough because it's a whopping 9 degrees, so the clutch and all the fluids are very stiff. So we come in, these are the infinity tank straps I was talking about. If we come in and see on the front of the motorcycle, it looks like there's all this trim and everything else inside here. But in reality, if you go right up next to the disc, there is a place you can pass through. And so if you come up through, because you want to get this fork in as minimal parts of this fork as possible. Of course, my gloves are making it difficult. All right, as much as I hate to do this. Let's try going from the top too. So we'll go in right next to the fork. And you can see the strap coming through. It just doesn't want to come down. Never goes the way you want the first time. Now, you want to be sure you can get down underneath the ABS line here, so I'm actually going to go in between it because of the angle with this trailer. So once you do that, you basically got your strap through. And take the other end of our infinity strap here, get it so that we can go through. The nice part of these kind of straps is, as I mentioned, you only have one place that has a metal buckle and a failure point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make that in the middle. Look down in here. You can see you got the failure point halfway between the bike and trailer. So nothing's rubbing, nothing's tight. Now on this one, you're going to start by leaving it loose. I might even need a little looser than that. The other strap, we're going to pull the bike up to level. So a little looser than that. And Sean, if you happen to ever see this video, I'm new to this. I promise, I'm not as good as you. But let's see what we got. Whew, fingers are already frozen. Let's see if I can do the other side without it. The other side, you don't have the brake caliper, so it's much easier. So I'm hoping I can do this with my gloves on because my fingers are quite frozen already. So we'll come up, go through the fork. Oh yeah, much easier. We're gonna go there. We're gonna pull it such that this is gonna end up somewhere in the middle. I do like these infinity straps. Nice and flexible, nice and soft and pliable. I don't know if that's because they're new or if that's tank strap or what. Really a good strap. I like the feel of them. Now on this one, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab the motorcycle here, hold it up to its straight position, crank it, and that other strap is going to help catch it. Up, kind of go in this direction. I'm not going to take a hand off it just because it is a little loose over here. Not bad. Tank that one down a little bit. And that is on. Go to this side. And now, tell you what, Sean, you don't lie. That's secure. I would drive down the road like that. I really would. Now, I do have a little bit of a trip. I'm going about 2.5 hours, 2.5 hours, so I've prepped. I'm going to put 2 straps back here on the back too. And I'm only doing that because this trailer is frozen. It's a rental. I had to sweep all the ice out last night, and I don't want that back tire sliding and damaging something. But so that's it. It's secured, ready for the road trip. And Sean at SRK Cycles, my hat's off to you because I never would have thought to tie it down that low and it'd be that firm. So thank you for all the tips. I'm not sponsored by those guys, but I did buy the straps from them and I appreciate it. The tank straps is the name. So off to the mechanics.